beautiful sweet baby. So today we're going to be talking about Bishop Whitehead, who was found guilty of extorting money out of his church members, $90,000 in bank fraud, and using all of this money to get designer cars and clothes. So this alleged con artist had done so many disrespectful things to his church members, as well as a mechanic, all through the eyes of God. So Bishop Whitehead is a bishop in a small New York church. This man is 46 years old. This man had extorted $90,000 from an elderly woman that he pretty much had conned out of her money. That elderly woman was thinking that she was going to be receiving a house. He was even mentoring her son. And he had even gotten some of his members of his congregation to also give donations to him. He had promised that elderly woman that he would buy her a fixer-upper house, renovate it, and then give it to her, but the woman has still yet to this day not received the house. Instead, he used her $90,000 to buy himself a BMW, as well as Gucci suits and all other types of designer brand suits. This man even lied and created fake bank statements where he put that he had a $250,000 loan, just for that paperwork to all be fugazi. He even tried to con a mechanic out of $5,000. This man has done so much more, but it's just too much to list at this point. So here's my thoughts. As far as the victims of this con artist, I feel extremely bad for them because they're thinking that they can trust him because he is a prophet of God. And, instead of him being that prophet of God, he's actually using their money for his own profit. So none of the money was investing into the church, nor the church goers. Instead, it was going to him and only him. So he can walk around looking like damn Steve Harvey in these suits and walk around in BMWs and living a lavish lifestyle while his others of his church were going through it. So I feel extremely bad for them for that purpose. This man decided to still use God's name in vain by, saying that, things aren't over, God is going to still see this. He will have his vindication, all these other types of things. He even decided to go live talking about all the people that are laughing at him and, he's innocent and he can prove that he's innocent and all of these other different types of things, pretty much playing victim at this point. I don't feel a bit bad for this man because what is done in the dark definitely comes out to the light. You were conning these people out of their money for years, and you are finally receiving your get back at you getting at them. That woman thought you were a true prophet of God, and instead you used your ability of being one of God's children to con these people. They thought that you were someone that they can trust in telling you, some of their issues that they're going through. You know that she really wanted a home and you promised her these things and really made her think that this was going to happen. And instead, you manipulated her and gotten all of her life savings for yourself. That's truly sick and sadistic. I'm going to speak and say something, and I'm hoping that I don't swayed anybody to think the way that I'm thinking, but it's just a wake-up call for everybody. I have not been an avid churchgoer, and I 100% stand by not going to churches. The reason being is because you meet a lot of prophets that act like this guy. Honestly and truthfully, if you are a firm believer in God, it is within you rather than who else can tell you about your relationship with God. You don't need any outsiders explaining to you how to have a better relationship with God. You just do it on your own. I feel like all pastors are manipulators simply because churches are nonprofits, meaning that they are not supposed to receive any profit from you. So if you are being asked to donate anything, if you're being asked to give them anything, then you know that you are dealing with a con artist church. You should never be asked by a nonprofit of any form to give any kind of money. If you are, they are conning you so bad. They should be receiving funds from, federal funds, state funds of some sort, But if anything, they should not be receiving funds from a person that is there to receive some sort of support. This is why I am not a firm believer in churches, because they are literally all the exact same. I feel like in reality, no church should go begging for funds. If you feel like that church is worthy of receiving those funds, you, out of the kindness of your heart, should be the one to say, I want to donate to this church because I want to see them grow. But if they are literally going around begging for donations, that is a red flag. I don't want to sway anybody to stop going to the church that they are going to, but I'm hoping that this does keep your eyes open and, having your antennas up straight, because a lot of these different churches do stuff and it's not right. I hope nothing stops this man from facing all 45 years in prison, because he truly deserves that time after what he has done to these people. But that's my opinion. What's yours?